So today what I'm going to show you is two of our new favorite side dishes, and they're very easy to make and they have very few ingredients, and so I'm going to walk you through what you're going to need. Very easy. So the first thing you're going to need is, and I'm going to start with the first dish, and the first dish is going to be baked zucchini with mushrooms, and my kids absolutely love this dish. So what you're going to need are some zucchini or squash, some mushrooms, as many as you want, it doesn't matter. And you're going to need for seasonings, I'm using the no salt seasoning by Costco, Mrs. Dash, some onion powder, some garlic powder, a little dried parsley, and I've got a little bit of Italian seasoning here, some nutritional yeast, and that's all you need for your seasonings. And you can mix and match these. You don't have to use what is here. You can put whatever you have in your pantry. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut your zucchini, and I am going to cut them in bite-sized pieces. And then for the mushrooms, you're just going to take your mushroom, and I just cut it in half, and I'm just going to toss it in with the other veggies. Okay, so now that we have all of our veggies here, we're going to just put our seasoning. Now I have learned that more is better in this circumstance. So I go really heavy on the seasonings. You can do whatever you want, but my kids just love the spices. Now the nutritional yeast, I just take a nice big handful, it's about 2 tablespoons, and I just sprinkle it on top. You do not need to put nutritional yeast on this. And then I'm just going to mix it with my hands. Now notice, there's no oil in this dish. You don't need the oil to roast your vegetables. So I'm going to mix it really well. And then I'm going to put it on a parchment lined baking pan. Now notice, it's low. I'm not going to put it in a deep dish here. And that's important. And now I'm just going to spread everything out, just like this. Squeeze it in there. And I'm going to wash up and I'll come right back. Okay, so now I'm going to show you part 2 of my roasted vegetable video. And this is just bell peppers. And they're beautiful Italian bell peppers. I don't know what that is. And there's some red and some green. And all I've done is just wash them with water. Now if you can't find these beautiful bell peppers, then you can use these little guys here, and you can get those at the supermarket. I've done it with both. So what you're going to need is lined parchment paper, and I'm just going to put them on my baking dish and spread them around lightly here. And that's it, all done. And we're going to bake these in a preheated 390-degree oven for about an hour, side by side. So it's been about 45 to 50 minutes with the bell pepper, and this is what they look like. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them in a deep bowl. What I want to do is I want to cover them with some aluminum foil while they're hot. So I'm going to cover this and cover it really tight, and they're going to get all nice and sweaty in there, and all the juices are going to come out. We're going to leave this for about 10 minutes covered. Okay, so it's been an hour and 5 minutes. I left these in for an extra 5 minutes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a serving dish. You can put them however you want. You know, I'm just going to put them in here. Now don't forget all the delicious crunchy spices. So you don't want to leave those out. And then what you do is, I'm going to spread it out here. Now you can serve this like this and it is absolutely delicious. But if you want to add a little something to it, what I'm going to do with my the peppers and the zucchinis, I'm going to douse them in balsamic vinegar. And so it just brings it to a whole new level of deliciousness. And plus, I put a little extra balsamic so we can dip our bread. Dippy do. So I'm going to do the same thing with the bell pepper, the little peppers here. And I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes before I serve it. So I'll show you what we're gonna dinner tonight. I've got the peppers here with the balsamic vinegar. I've got the roasted veggies that we did together. Then I've got a salad, tomato, purslane, and green onions with balsamic vinegar here. Some freshly baked whole wheat bread. And then I've got a basil, pesto, and spinach pasta.